In today's program, we will be chasing Dollywood Express 70 through the theme park during the Christmas season.
With everybody, and I'll tell you a little bit about this rolling piece of history you're riding behind. In May of 1938.
Sit back and relax as we watch this magnificent piece of history tackle the grades and make wonderful sounds. You will not want to miss this epic program. Pulling our train today is former White Pass and Yukon Mikado Type number 70, built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1938 for the White Pass and Yukon. She was one of 4 of her class built, only surviving today 71, 70, and 73. 70 served well until 1963 when White Pass retired her in favor of new diesel locomotives. In 1977, 70, along with her sister 71, was brought to Silver Dollar City, Tennessee. 10 years later, in 1987, she would be restored to operating condition alongside 192, which is the park's original locomotive. 70 is the most powerful locomotive on the roster that operates. I also had the pleasure to interview Conductor Caleb Hodge. Please sit back and relax as I ask him questions about the park and how the park came to be. Now folks, I'm here with Caleb Hodge. He's one of the most well-known conductors at Dollywood. Now, Caleb, how did you start off? What encouraged you to join this crew?
Well, I used to ride the train years ago, and Conductor Jack really is the one that made me want to do this. So I rode the train a lot until they finally just gave me a job.
Well, that's good. How long have you been here?
This is my 9th season, year number 10 next year.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite part about the job here and what you do?
Making people laugh and having fun on the train.
Oh yeah, that's
making memories worth repeating. You gotta add that in there for the Dollywood. We do it.
So, tell us more about these steam locomotives that operate here.
Well, both these locomotives were built by Baldwin in Philadelphia. Eddystone, particularly, is where the locomotive works was. They were both used up in Alaska on White Pass and Yukon during World War II. And after the war, they continued on the White Pass and then ended up here. Number 192 came in 1960. Came here, actually arrived in Sevierville on January the 3rd, 1960. Then number 70 came a little later. It didn't come till 1977, and it was restored to operation in 1987.
So tell us more about the park's history, Caleb.
Well, it all started with Tweetsie Railroad. They were successful over there in Blowing Rock, so they decided to open up a second park. And that was this park. It was called Rebel Railroad, opened in 1961, June the 10th, 1961 to be exact. Well, after a few years of operating Rebel Railroad, they decided to change the theme to Gold Rush, so they changed it to Gold Rush Junction. Gold Rush Junction opened June the 6th, 1964. Then after a while, the Robinson brothers that owned Tweetsie decided to sell it off, so they sold it to the Cleveland Browns. Eventually, the Robinson brothers that owned Tweetsie and Gold Rush Junction decided to sell off the park here, so they sold it to the Cleveland Browns, and they continued to operate it as Gold Rush Junction up until 1976. They sold it to the Hershon brothers from Missouri, and it changed to Silver Dollar City, Tennessee. And then in 1986, Miss Dolly Parton became their partner, and the park changed to Dollywood. And we're almost 40 years into it. Next year will be the 40th season of Dollywood. So there you go.
Now that the interview has been concluded, we will now watch as 70 tackles the grade and works hard to get the passengers up the mountain. Due to unexpected circumstances, the train had to make an abrupt stop. It was no problem, though, as the engine crew got the train started.
Everybody, bye, bye. Don't worry, Caleb, I'll bring you a Christmas card this time. I won't forget. Bye bye, y'all.
Go hug your ears. No.
tune on that Central of Georgia Crosby three-time whistle? All right, then, on the count of three, let's all tell the engineer to blow the whistle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Blow the whistle. How about that, everybody? Let's give Engineer Rob and Cinderella a round of applause. That's Engineer Rob and Cinderella saying thank you. Thank you very much.
They must stay seated at all times. Thank you.
It's gonna be pretty at night.
And that concludes our epic program. We hope you enjoyed this epic steam action as 70 tackled the grade and made hard work with the heavy trains full of passengers. This is a program you will not want to miss. If you wish to view more of my content, be sure to visit my YouTube channel at Matt Dotson Railfan Productions. If there is anything else you would like to see railfanning and steam-wise on my YouTube channel, please let me know in the comments section down below, and I will be happy to try to make that experience happen for you. And as always, folks, this is Matt Dotson Railfan Productions signing off. We hope you had a good time experiencing this program, and will watch it again and again.